All right, so today on this next episode of our series Buy Dirt, we're going to be talking about what it takes to be a land broker. People ask me all the time, what does your job consist of, or how fun is your job? I have a multitude of answers, but we're going to try and hit each one of them in different lights. How we price properties, the cool features of properties, and highlighting those cool features. And then coming up with an evaluation for the property so the landowner knows, all right, this is what fair market value is versus the high-end range, or if we need to sell it quick for some reason, we come up with an evaluation for it. But this tract that we're going to be on today is one of our premier properties. The landowners asked me, come out and evaluate it, give me a price, and so that's what we're going to be doing today, is looking at the timber, looking at the duck habitat, and if we come up to a number that he likes, then we'll probably get the listing on it and go for it. So after we get the list price and move forward with all of our paperwork, then we'll come back out and we'll fly the drones. We have a photographer that comes out and he'll take just really high quality photos for us. Especially on our premier properties, we really go the extra step than what we do on just a small little 10 or 15, 20 acre tract. These bigger ones are, you got to put some money into it to really show all the features and aspects, the positive features and aspects of the tract. What's up, buddy?
Good to see you.
Yes, sir. Good to see you too, man. So 24 by 40 tractor shed, insulated, no power.
Gotcha.
Nice little building.
Yeah, absolutely. Put your tractor right in it.
Yeah. He's got a boat sitting in here and a couple other things. So some deer stands.
Any of these convey?
He is willing to negotiate on everything. If the price is right, he'll let them all go. If somebody wants to negotiate, then he's going to keep them. Yes, I got a little 24 by 40 tractor shed, fully insulated, nice little hunting getaway. It's a nice little shop, somewhere to keep your stuff, keep you away from the bears and some of the people around here that might like your stuff and want to take it with them. You put it in here and lock it up. So one of the perks of the job is that we get to ride around awesome tracts of hunting land that we personally would love to own. I mean, we're no different than a typical buyer. I mean, we have the same dreams of owning 300 or 400 acres in Edgecombe County with creek frontage and everything like this tract. So that's one of the perks of the job, is being able to ride around, look at this really cool stuff and dream about owning it ourselves. But this tract's got planted pines that sit on it. When we go to evaluating a property, we look at, is there high ground on it? Is there low ground, wet natured stuff, swamps? Is it farmland? There's a multitude of variables that have to be looked at for pricing. Then you have to look at the recreational value, the hunting aspects of things that are not, quote, you can't put it on paper, that this is how much this timber is worth. Where the recreational value stuff is like having a pool in your house. It's just a really nice feature that makes people just want it more. This tract's got 7-year-old second generation pines on it, planted on the whole tract. This tract consists of about 270 acres, and I believe 250 of it is planted pines. With about a mile of creek frontage on Deep Creek. This is a really, really nice hunting tract, some big deer, turkeys, and some nice bears on this tract. I originally sold this tract to this gentleman about 4 years ago, and he has since decided to do something else, put his money somewhere in the Midwest or something is my understanding. But he come in and he has done a whole lot of dozer work. He's put deer stands up everywhere. He loved this tract, and you can tell it with the sweat equity that he put into it. But it's just a really nice tract of land. I'm excited to get the opportunity to sell it. So this particular property has got a little over a mile of creek frontage on the deep creek here in Edgecombe County. So that creates the idea of, it's not just a hunting property now. Now you got fishing. It's turning into more of a year-round type getaway instead of just your October, November, December deer season type track. That adds value to it, being able to have fishing come out here and throw some crickets in the creek and catch some little brim and maybe a bass or catfish or something. But it creates another layer to the evaluation of the property and the pricing side of things. So to talk more about the values, all the way around this property runs that deep creek. So that's your property line. Over 9/10 of the property is the deep creek. So they've left a good buffer of oaks and hardwoods and mature pines against the creek frontage. But then obviously over here, like I was talking about, these are 6 or 7 year old second generation pines, which is basically a steroid induced pine tree that grows faster. So normally something like this would cost about $300 an acre to have it bedded, sheared, and planted from little 1 year old seedlings. And then as it grows, just that value starts to increase. Where right now it's not worth much value, but in 15, 20, 25 years when they're mature, you're talking about a couple $1,000s an acre, depending on timber market at the time. So there is a long-term investment play that can be had on this property. Pines right here, and so hardwoods create habitat from dropping acorns to just being a food source for wildlife, whether it be ducks or deer or turkeys. They love those little nuts that come with the acorns. And this one is stocked full of them along the property line. So this landowner, obviously he's got tractor shed, he's got equipment out here. Here it's August 15th. In the next week or two, he'll be planting food plots for the upcoming year. Just kind of prepping it, because if it doesn't sell, he's still going to hunt it. He's going to treat it as if it's going to be his forever until it does sell. But he has come through and kept these paths meticulously mowed. He's got little finger trails everywhere. He's got deer stands. I believe we've got 8 or 9 different box stands that sit around the property. This is truly a really nice recreational hunting property. You can see right here we got some box stands that are coming up. Today's August 15th, and we just had Hurricane Debbie, or Tropical Storm Debbie, come through about a week ago and dropped 10 inches of rain on us. And this track is just as dry as it can be. Really good sandy soil, which is good for pine growth, but also good for drainage on some of your wet nature tracks. That sandy soil helps get rid of some of that water that might be standing. But as you can see on a lot of these paths, it's high and dry ground. We haven't had to put this thing in 4-wheel drive yet today. Haven't even been through a mud hole yet. So where we go from here is we get with the landowner, we give him a price evaluation of the property. We include the timber value, the recreational / wildlife value, and then we incorporate the tractor shed. This is a nice building, it could be converted over to living quarters or something. Incorporate that, and then maybe he'll shake my hand and say, let's list it and get it sold. I want y'all to make sure that you hit like and subscribe. There's a little bell at the top, make sure you press that. If you want to follow more episodes of Buy Dirt, episode 3 is coming soon. Like and share this with your friends, and we'll see you next time.